Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is Search for Who #2. This has been a really interesting series. I'm liking this a lot for some intriguing reasons. So it is written by John Tsuei and Steve Orlando. Rubine is the artist, DC Alonso is the colors, Carlos M. Mangual is the letter. Alright, so this is a story about this guy named Aaron, who's a vet. His parents wind up getting shot in a drive-by, and he learns the truth about his mother. His mother is ran away from her family in China. It turns out the mother is half Chinese and half Jewish, Russian Jew. Her family emigrated from Russia and ran to China, which is a little bit of history that not a lot of people know. When things were going down, not everyone ran to either Israel, the U.S., or Europe, or whatever from Russia. Some went east, and it was a very just not well-known history, and so that this mining that I think is really interesting. What turns out is the mother's family is split, and that there is a rival factions going on between her two sides of the family, who are both mobsters. So Aaron heads to China to go figure out what the hell's going on and make sure his mother is not going to get shot again and end all the stupidity. So in the first issue, Aaron saved his cousins. In this issue, it's proving to his cousins that he is actually their cousin, and kind of ingratiating himself upon them. It's just a really interesting comic. I love the family setting of it. It's again, it's not something that you see every day. Like Chinese mobsters, Italian mobsters, like that's totally like expected. That's nothing that really stands out to me. But this like Jewish aspect of it is really kind of throwing me off and really kind of interesting. Like to see Chinese mobsters reciting Hebrew after someone dies and saying a prayer in Hebrew is like, it catches me off guard. It's really unique, and it's like small details that I think are really, really cool. And I'm loving it that it is in this story. Like it's one of those stories that, like, overall, it's nothing groundbreaking and shocking as far as the story-wise, like structure, events, and stuff like that. But it's the small details that I think are really standing out in this and really kind of cool. The other thing I really like about it is Aaron being a vet, is that it's explaining how he's reacting or why he's reacting, how he's able to do the stuff he does, and it's giving reasons for his reactions. This isn't just like some random dude going to China. Like, this is a guy who's literally been under fire, so getting caught in a gang war isn't going to really, this isn't something that he's totally unprepared for. But what the story is also showing is that, like, he's been through some shit as a vet and in war zones, so like, it's hitting him a little bit. There seems to be a little trauma PTSD there, which I think is really interesting as well. But this issue is like, it's all about Aaron kind of like getting in with his family. We learn a bit more about it. We learn a bit more about this rivalry, and it works. I think it works really well. It's a cool story. Like, if you like mobster stories, if you like crime stories, stuff like that, you're gonna dig this. The fact that it's in this like slightly different setting than expected, I think, just makes it stand out a little bit more. But it's got the kind of the structure that you'd expect. That it's got the bones and that really kind of builds this sort of solid story. So I'm liking it. I'm really, really liking it, and I think the art is cool. Like, the art has this style about it that I think fits it really well. It's flashbacks and kind of going back and forth. Works really well as well. Also it doesn't feel jarring at all. So overall, like, super happy with the series. I think there's some really great stuff about it. There's some really good details. Like, this is a cool story, and like, I generally like this sort of genre, so I'm a fan of this. Like, I would be probably into this story anyways if it wasn't for the setting. But the fact that the setting and these like small details that's there really is making me like pay a lot more attention, and I think I enjoy it a little bit more. Like, it's keeping my toes of like the small details and really making it stand out. So I think it's cool. Like, if you like kind of mob battle stories, mobsters going after each other, you're gonna dig it. And if you like kind of what I described as far as like, hey, there's some small details out there that you might not normally see. I think you'll appreciate it a bit more. This is out in comic shops. Been out a week. It came out last week. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. Tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We'll have some affiliate links as well underneath your affiliate links, so we get a small percentage by doing that. You'll support our site, so thank you. And speaking of support, I want to thank AfterShock for hooking us up with the review copy, and of course, thank you all for watching. If you're into comics, if you're into AfterShock, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.